Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Desire Talks podcast. I tried to really pronunciate that one because I realized when I say desire, I kind of just mumble it, or you can't hear the D in desire. So yeah, welcome back. In today's podcast, we're going to do the usual and speak to a sex worker. Yeah, that's right. Someone who works in the sex industry. Can you believe it? I can't. I think it's crazy because no one else is doing this. It's weird. I mean, the ones who are, they're doing it more like from content creators for content creators. But this is for you, the fans, the people who like watch porn. You know, it's for you. And then obviously some other content creators do also watch porn, so it's for them a bit as well. But yeah, I haven't introduced myself. What am I doing? This is me being stupid. I'm Ethan Bradbury, aka the one and only MrBritainX. I've been asked quite a few times by people, why did I choose that name? And it's because before I did porn, I did the whole fitness influencer thing. And I had quite a lot of American and fans from Malaysia as well. A lot of fans from that part of the world. And they like the fact that I'm British. Don't know why. I don't have your typical British accent. I do have a British accent, but not the typical one. But they love it. So I thought, I'm going to really capitalize on that and let people know that I'm British. I mean, can you guess with that name, MrBritainX? And the X is just because Mr. Britain was already taken. And then X is a little bit naughtier. Yeah. Yeah, you get it? All right. Anyway, I'm jabbering on. I just thought I'd share something that a lot of people have been asking, share the answer, part my wisdom of use what you've got. I'm British, so I use it. Anyway, we have a different type of guest. I wouldn't say he's a different type of guest. He's just the thing that we want to talk about is how him doing porn surprised a lot of people. He got into it later than most people do. And all his friends were just like, what the fuck? Yeah. So let me introduce you to Cooper Nash. Right, Cooper. So say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cooper. I'm from London, and I'm very excited. Thank you so much, Ethan, to invite me for your podcast today.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on. Been really looking forward to this one. Something a bit different about your content, and that's because you've really niched down.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go into that, but before we do, tell us a little bit more about yourself. So you're living in London now. How long have you been in London?
I've been in the UK already for 11 years now, so quite a long time. I'm originally from the Netherlands. I was born in The Hague, small seaside town, but I lived in Amsterdam for a long time. But it was never the right country for me. So when I was already like 28, I moved away. I lived everywhere from Germany to the United States and then London. And yeah, I love it. This is like my home, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Yeah.
That's interesting. So what about the UK stands out for you? What made you want to stay here compared to the others?
It's a weird one, Ethan. Like when I was a little boy, like even 4 or 5 years old, I said to my mom, because watching like English or American television, why was I born here and not there? There was always something really attractive to especially English-speaking countries. And so yeah, hence why I traveled a lot. I lived in America, but that was not really the right fit for me living at that time. And yeah, a job got me to the UK, and I embraced it, everything from the culture, the people, and yeah.
See, I find that really interesting based on your niche of content because, all right, do you want to express to the fans, the listeners, sorry, what is your niche? What do you do?
My niche, what I do is that I am a country guy at heart. So that was always my guilty pleasure. Not a lot of people knew about it, but country music is something that I'm really into, and especially the cool country. You have the traditional Dolly Parton honky tonk country, but also there's like new younger artists who have like rap, hip hop, like in the music. But but for me, always really important was it's a storytelling in country music. It's really the song. It's about something, and yeah, also America, the cowboy style country trucker. It was always something that I thought it was cool. And also, if I look at myself and how I dress, even in normal day to day, with my checker shirts and stuff. So finding your niche was really important, because I have been looking to opening a account for quite a while, and everybody you hear about niche. And funny, you first going to think about other things like, oh, is it maybe a BDSM, or am I going to be Dom or this or that? And then I was like, no, I'm going to bring it all back to me, because I also, when I create a video, it has to be me, and it has to be natural to me and something I enjoy. So yeah, then the whole cowboy country guy thing, was like such an easy choice, and so much fun to play with as well, because you can see already from the little teasers I put out there with the little whips and the saddles and the horseback ride, and it works, and and it's close to me, so hence why I chose this niche.
Well, I think it's really interesting that you've niched down that way. Like, you were talking then about BDSM, Dom, and you were thinking people think sexually, and you've gone, actually, no, you can niche within porn without being about the sex side. It can be about the whole, as you're saying, I'm a
type,
country,
the person. Yeah.
I'm a country person. I actually stopped there. I when I said I'm a cunt, as you stopped me. So, oh shit. By the way, you're more than welcome to swear on this podcast.
Okay.
So the country western vibe, I think it's brilliant. Not many people are doing it, but you've said you obviously lived in America, and then you've come to the UK and you love it, and you've decided to stay here, but you love the country vibe so much. It's just interesting.
It's funny. I almost caught myself there as well when I was talking like, ooh, where I'm going. Now, it is the countryside, it's also the English countryside, and just the outdoorsy. Like, if I would be in my most best element, put me on the countryside in an old converted cottage or a barn with one local pub, some horses, and I will be just, fireplace, blankets, and wine and cheese boards all night long, and I'm happy. And of course, that's the closest I can get here in the UK to that. Deep down, maybe I'm already quite old, but when I'm older, yeah, of course, a Texas ranch, or in Nashville, Cooper Nash. That's where my name comes from. I would love to, and I have visited already, and I love it there. But to move back to the United States, it's a big step, It's and it's not that easy. So yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't think about that. Actually, is it difficult to move there? I didn't even consider that. That obviously could be a part of it.
It's not the most easy country to immigrate to. I tried, and no. I tried. I lived for 2 years in Miami with my ex. He was a photographer, so we had like a special visa I could get to be his assistant, and that was just for 2 years. And they were really knocking on the door like 2 weeks before that visa ran out.
Really?
You have to go. Yeah. And this was just before Obama. So if it was in Obama time, we probably could have got married, and maybe I would have still be there. But no, we moved back to Europe. Yeah.
Okay. So this country thing, me and you spoke.
Yeah.
Can't think of how long ago it was, and it was about you saying that your content, you like to focus more on the quality, the artistic side. Correct. So how did you get into that? What made you think of the quality rather than just the "here's me dick"?
Yeah. If you also look at my Twitter, I do tease a lot, and I'm not ready to like put my full erect dick on Twitter yet, because for me it's still like I want to, you want to dangle the carrot, but I don't want to show anything yet, because I want people, because I'm a newbie. I want people to, of course, subscribe and experience the full Cooper Nash on my page and not on Twitter. But so that's what I'm doing right now. But Sorry, what was your question?
So I was
again?
saying about what made you focus so much more on the quality, the artistic side,
Oh
rather
yeah,
than just
yeah. Oh
a lot of people usually doing OnlyFans who are guys. It's just like, here's a quick selfie of me dick, you know.
yeah. No, that's because I used to be an art director and a stylist. That was back also with my ex. So I'm really into the photography. And I also, if you look at my images, I'm not copying, but I love Terry Richardson. I love Dave LaChapelle. I love Andy Warhol and stuff like that. So that's also the artistic side I put in the videos. I edited myself. I have my setup, my set list, basically what I want to shoot when I do a collab. From first I do it in stages, so it's not just a wide angle on the bed. Let's have fun. We have that for 40 minutes or whatsoever, and then we do the edit from that. No, I have like, first we're going to do this, then we do the undressing, then we do that. I have different setups and different outfits or a whole set or whatever. And yeah, so I do in that way. I do it a little bit more how I used to work also on a photography set with models and stylists and props. Yeah,
That's quite cool. I mean, have you ever thought that down the road, so you doing it yourself now, could be like you learning within the industry to maybe down the line you might go, I want to be a producer, you know?
yeah, maybe yes. And the funny thing is, I'm living with one of my best mates who is a filmmaker, and so so he's also now helping me like with some like special projects, or when it's up with certain lighting, or with different cameras, because he's got like every camera under the sun. So yeah, I'm very much interested in that as well, to do that. Yeah,
I could really picture it, to be fair, just from what we've spoken about now and briefly beforehand, that down the line, that's, you could have your ranch and you could be like, right, I want the models to come to me and we'll shoot some artistic ranch porn.
that
could be
will be
quite cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
You will be one of you will be one of the first ones to be invited on the ranch.
I'd be up for that. I mean, it's quite funny, the whole country music thing. Until lockdown, I was never really into country music. And then as soon as lockdown hit, I really got into it. I'd just sit in the hot tub and make a few drinks and just put Alexa on country. And I just found it so relaxing. And as you're saying, it's probably the storytelling of the music.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you came into my house and just had Alexa play music, because she was that used to it, she got straight away playing top 100 country music, country songs. I was like, oh. People used to look at us like, but what on earth is wrong with you? I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
To the point that I would love to go to a proper country bar. Have you ever? I'm assuming you've gone to a proper country bar.
Oh yeah. I've done it all: line dancing, everything. Yeah,
you don't get it in the UK, do you?
No.
Do you know anywhere in the UK?
No. I would love to know if there, because it's a community. Country music. It's not only about the music, but it's really welcoming community. It's a bit different, of course, because that we will talk a little bit later about the whole gay, bisexual. The country is very straight, and there are now some more country artists coming out, which is great to see. But it's of course a very male dominant straight thing, country, and because of the rodeos and and how it's in the south of America. And so that's funny to see as well on TikTok, because you probably have seen my TikToks as well. I really play the country boy, and most of my followers there are also women and older women, and I get messages like, oh, do you like cougars? And it's quite funny. And then on my Instagram and my Twitter, it's it's a little bit more gay focused, because my followers are a little bit more gay. So I'm juggling that as well a little bit now. I'm finding out my best way.
Well, you've segued straight into it. So we're talking about sexuality. You're saying the gay bisexual thing. We're going to get into it later. Let's get into it now. So
yeah, sure.
Go ahead. So express yourself. How did you want to go into this?
Funny enough, of how I want to go into this, I always have been, or most part of my life up to now, I would say 75% gay, but always bi-curious. And also already younger, when you find out your whole sexuality. I had my girlfriends, and there was this like, thing in my head. And at one point then you get your first boyfriend, and a relationship with a man, and that is so different than with a woman. And that's drama. I don't know why I would say that, but but now also with starting OnlyFans just like literally a month ago, I'm like, and seeing you and as an example, it's like, wow, yeah, it could open up a new door also for me, because it is such a freedom thing I'm doing right now and a self-awareness thing. So yeah, I definitely want to incorporate also, but do baby steps, so first MMF, so male, female, and then, and because also I think your fans and they have to get used to that, because it's now predominantly gay content I have, and you don't want to lose, but you don't. Yeah, so I'm figuring that out.
There's a bit of advice I'll give you on that. Be unapologetically you, and you're already doing that with the Western thing. Yeah, it's not a sexuality thing. It's not a content sexual based thing. It's like, I'm this Western dude, and I like country music and whatnot. But when it comes to sexuality, like I'll get a message off a gay fan, and they're like, "This straight content makes me sick," or "I don't want to see a woman." And I'm just like, well, I advertise as a bisexual male. You knew that when you signed up, so if you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And then a lot of gay fans, they when they see me with a woman, they're like, "Oh, that's so hot," and I'm like, "Oh, glad you like it." Well, you're in it, and I subscribe to. I want to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no.
You go ahead.
No, but it is also when you watch porn and you have different, if you're gay and you watch straight porn, you look more at the guy than at the girl. But there are also a lot of women I know, even girl mates and stuff, they like to watch gay porn. They like to watch two guys doing it. And so, I think what you do is the perfect balance. And if I get there in a few years, then
yeah,
I'll be happy.
You gotta dip your toes, see how you feel, see how comfortable you feel. You know, because you might go, "Do you know what? I enjoy it, but I don't want that on camera."
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's also with my content, and that's maybe I want to do a little bit different, because I had, like, since the lockdown, 2 years to prepare, to look into what other people do, and for me it is all about the connections, because of course you also get a lot of collaboration requests, and some guys can be really hot, or girls.
Sorry, bear with me. If for those
for
who
me,
heard that was my alarm.
Oh, no worries.
Go ahead.
It's about the connection. When I create content, it's also, I have the viewer has to see that it's real. I enjoy it. There's this intensity, there's this attraction, and that's really, I'm very picky with who I work with. Not just, oh, great, you already have 150,000 followers, so if I do a video with you, it will bump up my fans. No, it has to fit with what I do, and B, I need to feel something, because otherwise it's not real. I'm a robot, and that's what I want to prevent.
I completely agree. And I had this conversation yesterday, and the guy said it in a flirty way, because he was a faceless account. I went, "I'm really sorry. If you don't ever show your face, I won't work with you. You're a really nice guy." He's like, "Oh, well, my fan base has grown really quick, and it'll be worth your while." And I was like, I don't care if you have double the amount of fans as I have. I would gladly work with someone who's brand new to the industry. If there's a connection, I get on with them. There's a click. A click to me is more important than anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because some people in the industry, they could be really hot as well. They could be attractive, and you're like, I just don't click. There's just nothing there.
No, but also doing like more research and looking at, especially on Twitter, because you can see so many clips from other people. You can tell where it is. There's no connection. It's just basically, it's almost like it's work. No, it is our work. But for me, there needs to be something, because I think if you can show that, it's even harder for the viewer to see that, well, wow, those are really into each other.
Definitely. So let's talk about your content currently. So how long have you been doing this now? Because you're like saying you're new to it.
Literally, this is week number 5, so really, really fresh. Yeah.
Week number 5. So
Yeah.
if I was to sign up to your pages, whichever that page that is, I'm assuming you're mainly on OnlyFans, yeah? What would I expect to find?
OnlyFans, and I have sorry, yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I have OnlyFans. I created also just for fans, so I am simultaneously uploading the same content on both platforms, but I'm promoting OnlyFans a little bit more. I did the just for fans because somebody said, "Oh, they might be banning stuff at OnlyFans again," so it's more like a backup thing. But the content, yeah, I'm building. So yeah, I'm at the moment it is basically it's only 12 videos and quite a lot of photos, of 54 or something like that. But in series, again, like I do it almost like a editorial pictorial. So when I shoot with myself solo, I'm also telling a little sexy story in my niche, which I post maybe 1 or 2 images, but then the censored one on Twitter. So that it is a couple of solo videos, and there are 2 collaborations on it right now. Every Friday I post a new video. So tomorrow a new sorry, I bumped the light. A new collaboration will go up, and more are coming now, because I get a little bit more recognition on the platform. So more collaborations are in the making, so to say.
To be fair, for 5 weeks in, that's actually quite a lot of content.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Most people don't do a collaboration for like 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because you've prepped and you've done your research, and you've like, right, I want to do this type. I know what, you've done your research. A lot of people, they just dip their toes in and they'll just do bit by bit. Some people throw themselves fully in. Some people very rarely pre-record a couple collabs before they even start. And I think what you've done is actually quite a good amount. You're posting like someone who's been doing it for a long period of time.
Okay. Oh, that's nice to hear. Yeah, and so the collabs that are on there is I love myself. Everybody loves society. I know that you don't like the word, but a daddy. So it's a lot of muscular guys that are also a little bit older, like me, the Fit Over 40 club.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also then selecting people like I have a lumberjack video, so that we about lumberjack. So it's all within the niche, basically what I create and what I do.
Yeah, cool. So you're saying you've got collabs lined up. I mean, that's brilliant. So obviously people might know from previous podcasts of mine that I'm hosting events, and you're going to be coming to one of them, aren't you?
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to that?
Very much so, yeah, because already, of course, because we have quite some back and forth, and also from the other content creators that are going, it's really helpful for me, like information-wise, because there are so many new things to learn. B, it's amazing that it is straight, bisexual, and gay what is coming. So plus already, I think I am doing 2 or 3 collabs within that day. So I think
all in one day.
It's an amazing opportunity.
I'll be blowing powder out my dick. I'll be dry. I'll have nothing left. Sorry, fair play to you. That's a skill.
That's not true. That's not true. No, it's 2 on the day, and with one person you know very well, and I'm already arriving on Friday and leave on Sunday, so probably I will arrange something in Liverpool as well.
Perfect. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were saying with this, the content event, what's great about it is you've probably, even though you've only been doing it 5 weeks, you can see how helpful people are in this industry. Just in that group chat, everyone's just happy to give advice. People are freely asking for help as well, asking other people's opinions, and everyone's just jumping straight in. Like, no one's claiming to be a guru, but they're just giving their 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one other thing before we start answering fan questions is you said you want to discuss about how people were shocked that you started to do this. Did you tell people before, or did you just launch it and go, by the way, people, I'm doing OnlyFans? What did you do?
First off, I went to my mom.
Okay.
Before I started the page, I because I have a really good communication and with my mom, so I had a talk with her, like, how do you mind? And her first response was, no, I don't mind how anyone pays their rent. So if this is something you want to do, and you do it in a classy way, and you have my blessing. So that was really great.
That's nice.
My Instagram was already because, like you as well, I'm on a fitness journey. So most of my pictures were already a lot of topless, a lot of like the sexy, how sexy you can go on Instagram. So the transition from in imagery, there's not a big of a change. The ones that are a little bit too saucy, I took them off because I got slapped on the wrist for that. And then in my stories, I announced, of course, here and there that I was starting with an OnlyFans. So then also my friends, I got like the feedback and stuff, which was not all positive, but it's my life, it's my choice, it's a free choice, and I love doing it, even in this short amount of time. And So
out of interest, you're saying the feedback you got from your friends was quite mixed.
Yeah.
Did you notice which group of friends or type of friends were the positives and which one were the negatives? Was there a consistency with it, based on gender or anything like that? Just interested.
Funny enough, from the friends I thought they would accept or support it, they didn't. And the ones that I thought, oh, they might have a problem with it, they are the ones that's fully supporting it and think it's really cool and go for it. And so I have a couple of girl mates. They love it. I think one even signed up to it, to my page. And one of my other old friends for 20 years in Amsterdam, he works a little bit in the leather and fetish and photography. With him I can bounce a lot and talk about it, because he also made that transition from normal photographer to a more fetish photographer. So that's really good. But some really close friends, I got like messages like, oh, we can see that you found your dress up box, and like nasty comments like that. And I'm like, okay, it's fine if you don't understand. It's fine if you don't think it's cool, but I'm still a friend. You could support me or try. But in the end, Ethan, it's fuck it. I like doing it, and if I lose a couple of friends, then probably they were not real friends to begin with.
Exactly, and it goes back to that phrase I said before: be unapologetically you. Yeah. You want to do this, you enjoy it, fuck them.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I've said this before to people. What you'll find is at the start they'll be like that, and then down the line, when they've realized, oh no, you're doing this seriously, and if you actually start to not earn insane amounts of money, but you're earning enough that it's good enough to live on, they'll be back and they'll be like, oh yeah, how's it going? How's your OnlyFans? But not in an arsehole way. They'll be quite nice about it. But then you could be like, it's too late. You were a dick.
Yeah, because that's also the funny thing is a lot of people think it's a get rich quick thing, and it is not. It really is not. And it's as no other, it's really hard work, and people don't know that it's just not only, oh yeah, put a naked picture and video online and we're getting the money. No, it's all the promotion, it's all the marketing, and you have to look at yourself as a product and how you're going to market that, and with all that social medias, and you have to plan the collabs, you have to maybe buy new outfits, clothes. There's so much more into it. It's a whole production, and it's you who is the director, the marketeer,
you're everything. And you do 10 jobs at least.
Actually,
I haven't asked, is this a full-time gig for you now, or do you work out as well?
The thing is, yeah, I wanted to start with it when everybody started with it, when it was the lockdown, of course. But then I was working for an employer, and then you can't really. And now I have an amazing partner who is very cool with it, and I can work as much and as less as I want. So it's a perfect way for now for me to do this and give it a really fair shot and really serious, like put anything what I have in it and see if I can succeed. And I'm giving it at least like a year, or let's have this podcast again next year around this time and see how much I've grown, and and if I succeeded.
That's a really good idea. I like that. Yeah, give it a year, pull your back on, and let's see what happens. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to dive into some fan questions. Out of interest, where did you get a lot of these from? Was it Twitter or was it Instagram?
Mostly from Instagram. Yeah.
I would have said TikTok, because obviously you really enjoy your TikTok and stuff, but you can't really get questions through there, can you? You got to be careful.
No, and and that's also something I want to ask at the creator event as well, because on TikTok I am not OnlyFans or Twitter known yet. I know that some of the TikTok creators do have like little text here and there, or go look at my page or find my link, or I haven't done that really. So for TikTok, because I also really enjoyed TikTok a lot. I was not expecting that, but it's almost addictive to do those little clips. But I want to find a way of what the best way is to do that, to drive the traffic, of course, to your OnlyFans page.
I'll be honest, I'm still figuring that out myself, but from what I'm being told by the people who do really well, is just drive them to your Instagram, and your Instagram drives them then to your OnlyFans. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
And occasionally, the ones who do really, really well with it, they make certain videos with certain comments about what they do, but that's at risk of getting your account deleted. You got to gamble, but don't do it too much. But do it a little, and then like my username on TikTok is MrBritainX.com. That is actually a forwarding web address that takes people to my OnlyFans.
Oh,
So you might want to look at doing that. Yeah. So CooperNash.com, and then And if you want to know how to do that, just drop me a message later, and I'll tell you. So
cool.
Let's get into these fan questions. All right, so we've already gone through this, and someone's asking about why the country style theme, and the simple fact is you love it. It's the music, it's the vibe. What does your family say about it? So obviously you said about your mum.
Yeah, my mom is totally okay with it. I haven't told my brother yet. I have a baby brother. He's 30. He's 31 now, but we're so different. I don't know. I don't think he will understand. I don't know if he will find out, and I don't know if it will be this year Christmas, when I'm a little bit more successful, that I will drop it at the Christmas table. But no, I have a really small family. My father passed away like 2 years ago, and all my cousins and stuff. No, there's no need to tell them.
I think, like you said, then just wait till you're further down the road with it, and then you can tell them more about it. You can own it a bit more. I mean, you already do for someone who's been doing it for 5 weeks. I think you are really you've grasped it. So
thank you.
All right. So next one. Again, similar question to what we've gone through about your friends being supportive. We know that's how it is. It's 50-50. Do you collab with fans?
You probably also get that question like on a daily basis, and my answer always is no. I don't collab with fans, but if you decide to become a creator, go ahead, set up a page, show me what kind of content you do, and then maybe if I think it matches, and we can have a conversation. But my initial is with fans. No, only with fellow creators.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's got to start somewhere. So we're going to say this to fans who try this chat up line. It's not a chat up line. We can see through it. You're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But if you're actually wanting to do it, you can't just create an OnlyFans and say, I'm a creator. It is clear to see who is taking it serious and who's just trying to get laid.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's also what I said. Create your content, be on it for a while. Okay, even though I'm only there for 5 weeks, but people can see I'm taking it serious. This is what I do. This is my niche. Do we match? Then it's a whole different time for a whole different conversation. But the easy answer is no, not with fans. No.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, are you afraid of leaking videos?
It will happen probably, but probably not now yet because I'm not big. Maybe it's, I don't know if that has to do if you're bigger. But I think we talked about it in the chat like 1 or 2 weeks ago. Watermarking is a really good thing. I probably want to look into. So at least when the videos are watermarked, probably you can then maybe contact a Pornhub or whatever, and maybe they will take it down. I don't know. It's a risk, you know, when you put naked stuff out there, people can screenshot, people can, I don't know what they can do. And yeah, that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah, it's
what was your opinion?
It's not nice. It's theft at the end of the day. And it actually does have in terms and conditions that it is copyright. So if you take anything from OnlyFans or any of the other sites just for fans, etc., when you sign up, if you've recorded anything, you are literally liable to get taken to court and sued for a lot of money. So people don't do it. That's me telling you. And the other thing as well, the watermarking thing, it does massively help. I watermark every single bit of content. It's dead easy to do, and I've had stuff get leaked, and you can just message the site and go take it down, and they will. Most of the time, cool. There's one website that I know is getting sued for a lot of money. So, but that's because the websites that try to get around it, they do it to a lot of creators, and then when creators find it, they tell the other creators, then all the creators all get together, and then they all just go at them with one big vicious attack.
That's good.
So if you're the person who does leaking, just know that creators do talk and creators do spread who's doing what.
Yes,
will be targeted.
Yes,
and revenge porn.
We are united front.
Exactly, but revenge porn, I didn't even go into that. Revenge porn, if it's that's another law in a lot of countries, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
but I think it's also good for people to know that also for us, you know, because everybody has, of course, on their phone their little sex home videos, and also we as content creators, I'm not allowed to upload that content just on OnlyFans because that person I am involved with on the video doesn't know, blah, blah, blah. We have to go through a whole legal process with model release forms and photo ID and blah, blah, blah to have to work with someone who is not on OnlyFans. So
yeah, it's actually really difficult. OnlyFans does not like it when you do the model release form things. They want you to, but most of the time, like, that's not good enough. You've missed out this term, or you've missed out this, or that picture's not quite good enough quality. They make it really difficult. Yeah. So people who, you know, just letting everyone know that's the situation.
Yeah.
So so I go, don't you have any shame?
Oh yeah, that was like an angry fan. I don't know. Don't you have any shame? No, that I linked that back to what I said before. From turning 40, and that was already 4 years ago. Was a life changer for me, and I don't give a fuck anymore. And also with OnlyFans, you know, if you, the moment you don't, how you say that, are not bothered what other people think of you, then it's, you know, you're the good path, you're the good way. And that's what with this as well. And I work really damn hard for this body because it doesn't come naturally. I'm very tall, lean, athletic. I have to eat like crazy, gym like crazy. I have a couple of years left, so let's make it to work.
Okay, cool. Good way to think. And that's actually does segue onto the next question is, it's not lockdown anymore. Why now? you've kind of just answered a part of it.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, also, yeah, when it was lockdown and very popular, and it also was a good thing because it's normalized. Because yeah, it is sex work, and I'm really happy that it happened, so that it is much more acceptable all over the world. I was already then very, very intrigued and I wanted to do it, but I couldn't because I was working for an employer. I was also in more like public eye and PR and stuff for the company, so I couldn't. And yeah, that now all changed, and now I have the ability to do it. And yeah, what we said before, I'm going to give it a really fair shot of doing it. So that's
Cool.
why I'm doing it now and not in the lockdown.
Well, I want to go on to another one of my own questions. So that's the fan questions
Yeah.
done. But you've mentioned your age. You were then saying 44 years ago. By the way, I actually thought you look a hell of a lot younger than that. So, you know,
Thank you.
good skincare, whatever you're doing. What was that part of the people judging, the friends, the negativity? Where was it age, or was that the positivity, or is that the why now?
Funny enough is that I think a lot of, because this is a nice one to close the podcast with. I was never myself into porn whatsoever for many years. I never watched porn. You couldn't find porn on my computer. I always used, like, for wanking off or whatever, past memories or really hot encounters, or that person you really fancy and you see in the supermarket or whatever, or in the gym, your gym crush. And so a lot of my friends, they were like, what is he doing porn now? Like, the one friend who never watched porn, and is he an attention seeker, or so it's maybe a confusion, like, more of anything than anything, that they're like, what the fuck, what's he doing? I think, I don't know, I literally haven't spoken to a certain group of people. They didn't even call me on my birthday, which was like 3 days ago, and I'm like, really, are you that sad? You
sorry,
know,
happy belated birthday for 3 days ago.
Thank you. Yeah, but that's
so. You were never into porn. You never. I understand it. That you preferred the power of the mind. I quite like that.
Yeah.
But what then pulled you to want to do porn?
Yeah, I don't know. That's it's a very, very interesting and exciting journey, and also with I think I'm finally really confident and happy with myself, with my body, with my mind. Inside and outside are matching, what is something a lot of people for a lot of years always are searching for. And there's all these girls have to be perfect and this and that and the other. And I am at that place now in life that I feel really grounded. I feel really free. And I found this whole new open thing in my sexuality, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to explore it. I'm on this cloud 9, and I love it.
That's perfect, and that's a brilliant way to close, like you were saying. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you if you want to say anything to anyone, any shouts towards fans, any thank yous. Go ahead.
Yeah, first, thank you to you. I really, really thank you for being on the podcast, and I can't wait to meet you in less than a month at the event. And yeah, for all my fans, I hope that you also see the real me in this during this podcast, and that it excites you to visit my page. I'm very also connected to my fans, so you can chat, you can message, but all on those OnlyFans pages, Instagram and stuff. It's just not that I'm not interested, but it's too much. I post there, but it's just hard to keep track on all the messages. But yeah, so I hope to see you on one of the many platforms we are on.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming on. And just to say to the fans, if they have a look in the descriptions and stuff, you'll find social media links and potentially other links if I'm able to put them on. And hopefully tune into the next episode. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.